Hello and welcome back to Slow English, the channel where you learn English through simple, real stories. Today's story is called Something's Wrong with the Car. This is an A2 level story. The words are simple, the sentences are short, and I will speak slowly and clearly. The story is about a young man called Marcus. This morning, his car makes a strange noise. He does not know what is wrong. He needs to find a garage, fast. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was a Wednesday morning. Marcus got into his car at 8:15. He had a meeting at 9 o'clock on the other side of the city. He started the engine and pulled out of his parking space. Everything seemed fine. He drove to the end of his street and turned left. Then he heard it. A noise. A low, grinding noise, coming from somewhere under the car. Marcus frowned. He slowed down. The noise got quieter. He drove a little faster. The noise came back, louder this time. He pulled over to the side of the road and stopped. He sat for a moment, thinking. He did not know much about cars. He knew how to drive. He knew how to fill up with petrol. He knew how to change a tire. Just about. But a grinding noise from under the car. He had no idea what that meant. He got out and walked around the car slowly. Nothing looked wrong from the outside. No flat tire, no oil on the ground. The car looked completely normal. He got back in and drove slowly. The noise came back immediately. He picked up his phone and called his colleague. Colleague. Hey, Marcus, are you on your way? Marcus. I'm going to be late. Something's wrong with my car. I need to find a garage. Colleague. Oh, no. Okay, don't worry. I'll cover for you. Take care of yourself. Marcus thanked him and ended the call. Then he searched on his phone for the nearest garage. The nearest garage was called City Auto, just 8 minutes away. Marcus drove there slowly, trying not to go above 30 miles per hour. The grinding noise continued the whole way. He pulled into the garage forecourt and parked. A man in blue overalls walked over. He had short grey hair, a friendly face, and oil on his hands. Mechanic. Morning. What can we do for you today? Marcus. Hi. I'm having a problem with my car. There's a grinding noise coming from underneath. I noticed it this morning. I don't know what it is. Mechanic. Okay, let's have a listen. He got into the driver's seat and started the engine. He pulled forward slowly, then stopped. He got out and nodded. Mechanic. Yeah, I can hear it. And it gets louder when you accelerate? Marcus. Yes, exactly. Mechanic. Right. I have a couple of ideas what it might be. Could be the brakes. Worn brake pads make that kind of grinding sound. Could also be something with the wheel bearing. I'll put it up on the ramp and have a proper look underneath. Marcus. How long will that take? Mechanic. About 20 minutes to diagnose. Then I'll let you know what needs doing and how much it'll cost. Is that okay? Marcus. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. Marcus sat in the small waiting area inside the garage. It was a simple room. A few plastic chairs, a low table with some old magazines, a coffee machine in the corner. Through the glass window, he could see the mechanic moving around under his car, which was now up on the hydraulic ramp. Marcus made himself a coffee from the machine, black, no sugar, and sat down. He texted his colleague, at the garage, waiting to find out what's wrong. We'll update you. His colleague replied immediately, no rush. Hope it's nothing serious. Marcus looked at his car through the window. It looked strange up in the air, all 4 wheels off the ground, the underneath completely visible. He had had this car for 4 years. He bought it second-hand from a man in the next town. It had never given him any trouble before. 112,000 miles on the clock, and always reliable. He hoped it was nothing serious. After about 15 minutes, the mechanic came into the waiting room, wiping his hands on a cloth. Mechanic: Right, so I've had a good look. I can tell you what the problem is. Marcus put down his coffee. Mechanic: Okay, so the good news is, it's not the engine. The engine is fine. Marcus felt a wave of relief. Mechanic: The noise is coming from your front left brake. Your brake pads are completely worn down, metal on metal, which is what's making that grinding sound. It's actually quite urgent. You shouldn't really drive on those. Marcus: Is it dangerous? Mechanic: It won't cause an immediate accident, but your stopping distance is longer than it should be. I'd really recommend getting it fixed today. Marcus: Okay, can you do it now? Mechanic: Yes, we have the parts in stock. Front brake pads and discs. I'd suggest replacing both while we're at it. The discs are worn too. Better to do them together. Marcus: How much will it cost? Mechanic: Parts and labour, £180 for the front left. If you want to do both front brakes at the same time, which I'd recommend, it's £290 in total. Marcus thought for a moment. It was more than he expected. But brakes were not something to leave. Marcus: Okay, let's do both. How long will it take? Mechanic: About an hour and a half. I can have it done by 11:30. Marcus: Perfect. Let's go ahead. Mechanic: Great. I'll get started. We'll give you a call when it's ready. Marcus decided to walk to a nearby cafe while he waited. It was a small place called The Corner Cup, 3 tables outside, a short menu on a chalkboard, and a friendly woman behind the counter, who brought his flat white without him even finishing the sentence. He sat outside in the autumn sun, checked his emails, replied to a few messages, and rescheduled his morning meeting for the afternoon. At 11:25, his phone rang. Mechanic: Marcus, your car's ready. Marcus: That was quick. Everything okay? Mechanic: All done. Both front brake pads and discs replaced. I also noticed your tire pressure was low on the rear left, so I've topped that up as well. No extra charge. Marcus: Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Mechanic: No problem, if you want to come back and collect it. Marcus paid the bill at the desk, £290 on his card. The mechanic handed him his keys and walked him over to the car. Mechanic: Take it for a gentle drive first. The new brakes need a few miles to bed in. Nothing too hard. No sharp stops for the first 50 miles or so. After that, they'll be absolutely fine. Marcus: Good to know. Thank you so much. Mechanic: Any time. You look after that car. It's a good one. Marcus got in, started the engine, and pulled slowly out of the forecourt. Silence, complete silence from underneath. He smiled. Marcus drove carefully through the city. Steady speed, smooth braking, no sharp turns. The car felt different, better, solid. When he pressed the brake pedal, the car stopped quickly and quietly, like it was brand new. He drove to the office and arrived at 12:15. His colleague was waiting by the door with a coffee. Colleague: How bad was it? Marcus: Brake pads, both front wheels, £290. Colleague: Ouch. Marcus: Yeah, but it's done, and the car feels great. He sat at his desk, opened his laptop, and started work. That evening, on the way home, he stopped at a petrol station. While he was filling up, he checked the tire pressure on all 4 wheels, something he had never done before. Everything was fine. He got back in the car, drove home, and made a note in his phone. Car service. Book for next month. Some things he had learned today were worth staying on top of, and that is the end of today's story. Something's wrong with the car. I hope you enjoyed it. Car repair vocabulary is very useful in real life. Words like brake pads, mechanic, garage, ramp, diagnosis, and tire pressure are all words you might need one day. And remember, if your car makes a strange noise, don't ignore it. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and click the notification bell. A new story every week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.